All right, we're live on AW Radio, Jason. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good. A lot to get to. Every week there's news. Goes so fast. We're going to talk about the presidential debate that went down last week. You've probably heard everything that you need to hear about that, but you can do a quick little recap on that. And, there's also an assassination attempt, another one over the weekend. That was crazy.
So crazy.
We'll discuss the aftermath of that and what happened there in case you missed it somehow. And more to get to. Also an historic repeal of Arizona's Civil War era abortion ban. Yes. And of course, also, there's this stupid thing that came up in the debate that will not die about Trump claiming that immigrants are eating people's dogs and cats. That's stupid. So it's a lot to talk about, Jason. As always, election year.
Oh, boy. God help us.
Yeah.
It's news to us with Eddie and Jason.
We're live on Adobe Radio. It's news to us. The week of September 16th, we're live. The presidential debate was on the day after we were live last week, Jason, and you texted me, "Are you watching this?" I watched it on an hour and a half delay, and I don't know. People have been talking about this to death at this point, but I don't know. You want to do a quick little recap on it, and what are your thoughts on the debate?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was, I was texting you because it was, a debate like no other. I felt like you had a criminal, like we set it up last week, a criminal on one side and a former prosecutor on the other side.
Right.
And it was everything I expected and more.
And what did you expect?
I expected DJT to throw out insults and be combative and defensive, and I was thinking that Kamala Harris would come out, and push and show off her prosecutorial chops.
Yeah.
And I think we got that.
I think she did a good job of baiting him. Except I think where he really lost his shit is when she said that people don't go to his rallies.
Yeah, his eyes actually lit up that time.
Yeah. And then from that point forward, he just completely lost it. And then he started talking about immigrants eating dogs, which is completely made up. He's saying that these Haitian immigrants in Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Illinois, are cooking people's pets, dogs and cats. Here's that moment from the debate.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame.
Apparently somebody told him this piece of information while he was on the airplane to the debate. Like somebody just said this in his ear. And then he took it as real. He's like one of those Facebook moms falling for memes, essentially. This is how he came across.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it really is like that. And I quick correction, I think it's Springfield, Ohio.
Oh.
I think it's important that we talk about this because Springfield, Ohio has been really affected since this debate.
Right.
And I think that's more important to talk about now because what DJT says matters because his followers, like it or not, they believe him and they're vigilantes. He's drummed up his base to be, there's a sector of his base that they're vigilantes.
Yeah, and this pet eating thing apparently came from J.D. Vance, and then Trump was parroting it. That's where it originated, is his vice president pick, J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance is now saying that he does not regret spreading these baseless rumors. Of course, he doesn't regret it.
Of course. He probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So that's...
He should really stick to buying donuts.
I mean, he can't even do that right. But
Right, exactly.
yeah, so he said just yesterday that he does not regret spreading baseless rumors that Haitian immigrants are stealing and eating pets in Springfield, Ohio, and that amplifying the claims, of course, drew media attention to his and former President Trump's criticism of U.S. border policies. He said, quote, "If I have to create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of American people, then that's what I'm going to do." He said this on CNN's State of the Union. This is from USA Today. We're reading this. So, yeah, so he's admitting, he's saying that he made it up. And if that's what he has to do, he'll do it. So people are saying that he should resign over this, but of course that's not going to happen.
No, absolutely won't happen.
Yeah.
In the wake of this statement DJT had during the debate, several schools have had to close in the Springfield, Ohio area. And between schools and businesses, there have been 33 bomb threats made since the debate, since what DJT said. And the Haitian population in Ohio are, feeling threatened, and rightfully so, because people are making threats.
Well, yeah, they're feeling
to their lives,
they're being threatened.
Right, they're being threatened.
That this kind of baseless, hateful rhetoric is it's dangerous when it's coming from politicians, anybody, but especially these top-level politicians. And the Springfield city manager, Brian Heck, he said that there's no evidence of any dogs, cats, or other pets being harmed or eaten by Haitian immigrants. So it's completely made up, completely bogus. And of course, it just riles up the base. Gets everybody all crazy. So they even fact-checked that moment in the debate live. Did you catch that?
Like during the debate?
Yeah, ABC News did a good job of fact-checking, and they did fact-check that one in real time. And here's that moment.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals.
They have abortion.
Okay, so then I think Trump's response to that is, "We'll find out," or whatever. F you. I'm so tired of this guy. He'd be laughable if he weren't so powerful and dangerous.
I know, right? Like,
he's kind of funny, I think, sometimes, but he's dangerous as hell.
He's so dangerous, but it is hilarious to watch. Like, that's the scary part for me. Is like, I find it funny, you find it funny. Like, almost everything he says is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, if there weren't real consequences, I mean, because he's actually kind of comedic,
right? Like, it is baffling that people follow this man.
So that wasn't the only time he was fact-checked during the debate. Here's a little montage of ABC News fact-checking him and basically doing their jobs as moderators. And because of this fact-checking, Trump has demanded that everybody working at ABC News gets fired. By the way, he also says that he won the debate. So I don't know why he'd want everybody fired if he won, but here we go.
They have abortion in the 9th month.
There's another one of his crazy things that he said. That's homicide. That's illegal. And he was fact-checked on that one.
They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
So I was curious about that. You know what he's referring to there? He's saying that there's a governor that said that after the 9th month, we'll set the baby aside, then figure out what to do with it. It's completely taken out of context. So I guess that former governor, he's a former doctor. And he was talking about babies that are born with health defects and babies that will have no chance of survival past like a few hours or days. And then, then you decide at that moment, what do? Do you let this baby die a horrible, painful, slow death over the course of hours, or do you essentially euthanize it? I don't know if that's the proper medical term. I'm not a doctor.
Ugh,
That's what it was about.
No, that's a heartbreaking
Yeah,
spot for parents to be in.
exactly. That's a horrible thing. And then, of course, the right and Trump takes that and spins it and turns it into that ridiculous claim that Democrats want to abort babies after they're born. There'd be a lot less teenagers in the world if we could do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crime here is up and through the roof.
Okay, so here's another time he was fact checked. Here we go.
After it's born.
Crime here is up and through the roof, despite their fraudulent statements that they made.
President Trump, as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country. But are you?
That's another thing. He's always talking about how where we live in doom and gloom, and it's all about fear mongering. And he says, where the country's going to hell. We live in a failed country. We're all dying, but violent crime is down overall. We live in the safest period in history. Period. On top of that, period. It
was funny to hear him. I don't know if it was funny, but he did say this country is going to hell.
Yeah, I mean, this is all he has. Anytime he couldn't make a point, he would just say, "You're all gonna die if you don't elect me. You're all going to hell." But it's actually, with his stance on climate change, the opposite. He'll set us back centuries in climate change. In climate, what am I looking for? You know what I'm trying to say. Now, here's another time he was fact checked.
You now acknowledging that you lost in 2020?
No, I don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I said that sarcastically. You know that. It was said, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically. Look, there's so much proof. All you have to do is look at it.
I did watch all of these pieces of video. I didn't detect the sarcasm. Lost by a whisker. We didn't quite make it. And we.
Anyways, there he was being fact checked on the election denial bullshit. Anyway, so there you go. There we go. ABC News did a good job, and because of that, Trump wants them all fired because they were fact-checking.
I don't like them.
Yeah. It's news to us. We're live on Adobe Radio. More to get to. The top headlines of the week. As always, we bring you those here on the station every single week with It's News to Us. Get the podcast. Search for It's News to Us. We're on social media. Let's say thank you to HelloFresh real quick, Jason. We love HelloFresh, the number one meal kit, America's number one. It's fun and affordable, makes home cooking easy. And today I made this rice chicken dish. It was really good and easy, and it's just so much better when you can make a home cooked meal, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. And what's better is if you can make a home cooked meal and there's instructions for me to follow. That's what I need. I need step-by-step instructions so I don't mess it up. And HelloFresh gives me that.
And then when you have those instructions, it's like you have to go into your spice drawer or wherever you keep your spices, and you're like, oh my, where's the chili powder? I don't know where the paprika is, and then it's a mess. What's great about HelloFresh is they send you everything. It's all ready to go. Pre-portioned and fresh with these easy step-by-step recipe cards that have pictures. I like pictures, by the way. Yeah. HelloFresh, delicious. This is my favorite meal kit. I've tried them all, Jason.
Yeah, and it's so easy to use, and I love their instructions, their pictures, easy to follow. I like to save them as well. I don't know how you feel about that, but I save every one of them.
Yeah, I save them. There are these taquitos that we made that were really good, and then we're like, you know what? Why don't we make these again sometime? Because HelloFresh gave us this recipe. It'd be a shame not to make these in the future. That's what's great. You can build a little recipe book too. But what I like is the simplicity, and also like that the recipes come in these bags. They're like you don't have to go searching through the box and then match things together like you do with some other of those meal kits. All of the ingredients for that one recipe come in like a little paper sack.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that makes it so much easier. And it saves room in your fridge too. So save some time, save some money. HelloFresh. Get started today. And here's the deal. For free breakfast for life, we're talking free breakfast for life. Go to excuse me. For free breakfast for life, go to HelloFresh.com/free news to us. That's free breakfast for life. HelloFresh.com/free news to us. That's one free breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life. Jason, this is amazing.
Free.
Yeah. And all you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com/free news to us. America's #1 meal kit wants to give you free breakfast for life. You can't argue with that. That's an amazing deal. Thank you, HelloFresh. All right. Continuing on, a second assassination attempt on DJT, Jason. This was over the weekend, and this was another right-wing wacko. And I don't care. Like, everyone's trying to pin this guy. The right is trying to pin this guy on the left, and the left is trying to pin this guy on the right. But I'm saying he's a right-wing wacko. That's my opinion, based on everything that I've seen. The guy voted for Trump in 2016. He voted for Tulsi Gabbard. But he also showed support for Ukraine, which is kind of confusing to people, but apparently he's a disillusioned Trump supporter is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
I mean, right or left, you can blame Trump himself, right? For the rhetoric that he spews. I'd say it's his fault. He's putting a target on his back.
Yeah. So he was out golfing, of course. People were like, I can't believe they found Trump. How did they know that he was at a golf course? Where else do you look? Anyways.
What else do you do in Florida?
Yeah. That's where he was. And Secret Service, I guess they saw the rifle barrel in bushes or something, and they caught the guy. The suspect, Ryan Wesley Routh. 3 names. He's in big trouble. When he throws his middle name in there, he did something really bad.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting that this is a second attempt on, and we're not saying that that's good. I want to, this is terrible. This is terrible things.
Political violence is never okay.
And part of me, when I heard this, I don't know how you felt, but when we were watching football and a ticker came up and
oh geez.
There was a group of us and we're like, oh man, do you think Trump might have done this? Do you think it's publicity? Do you really think this is real?
Well, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, we can.
I figured you'd like that rabbit hole.
Oh, so what do you think?
I mean, considering how the debate went, I can see it being a thing.
Here's a gentleman on TikTok that raises a lot of these questions.
I have questions. Who knew he was going to be golfing at that specific time and that specific day with no public schedule? How are Secret Service agents able to see a black barrel against a tree shrubbery line in trees but not see a man on a beige roof? Huh? Why are all these perpetrators registered Republicans? And mental illness, you say? So why are there no women doing these acts with mental illnesses? It seems to be mental illness is not discriminatory toward gender. Did Secret Service engage the suspect with a good line of sight, or did Secret Service fire their weapons openly, not knowing the backdrop of their actions? And at this rate, with 2 attempts, is he going to make it to the election? What were his polling numbers before, and what are they after an incident like this? Since this is the second attempt, there should be some type of data or metrics, right? Here's an important question here. Why an AK-47 and not the political weapon of choice, AR-15?
He raises a lot of good questions, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It continues on.
I know that since Trump has been through 2 attempted assassinations, and so God must be on their side. What was the motive? No respect, but does the perpetrator action qualifies as a concept assassination or not? Here's a bonus one. How much money did he raise off the last attempt versus the future donations off of this attempt? Anyway.
He's already raising money. He's already raising money off of this. So, yeah, assassination attempt, money. He starts the grift. The grift is right. Never miss an opportunity.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize that the perpetrator was using an AK-47
and not an AR-15.
Yeah, interesting.
I
did. Yeah, that's interesting.
What's also interesting is that he was living in Hawaii and then he flew to Florida And then he used his Hawaii driver's license as soon as he landed to purchase his weapon in a gun store, and then brought it to where the president was. America, like all in the same day, pretty much.
Yep.
But here's what do I have sympathy for Trump? Here's what I think. What I think is exactly what Trump said after a recent school shooting. Here's what Trump said.
Really, the whole state and the pain that you have is just something that's very unique to your state. But we'll have to get over it. We have to move forward. We have
Get over it. Get over it.
to move forward. We'll have to get over it. We'll have to get over it. We have to move forward. We have to move forward.
Get over it. Get over it.
I'm already over it. I'm moving forward.
Okay, the abortion ban. So Arizona had this law in the books since 1864, the last year of the Civil War.
That's crazy.
An abortion ban. And I guess also part of this law, it said that the age of consent, 10 years old. So that's how old it was. That's how old this law was.
1864.
So of course, Governor Katie Hobbs, Democratic governor over there, she signed the bill to repeal the abortion ban, and she had legislative support from both sides, Republicans and Democrats, because they all knew that this is an issue where they need to listen to the constituents, and the overwhelming consensus is abortion is needed. It's healthcare. It's necessary.
Yeah, Republican lawmakers did try to block the efforts to repeal this ban early on.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of them ended up siding with the governor and gave their support, but too many were looking to maintain the ban. In my estimate, too many.
Yeah.
From 1864. Now the current abortion law is Arizona's will now allow abortions up to 15 weeks of pregnancy, with exceptions only to save the life of the mother, but there are no exceptions for rape or incest.
With exceptions only to save the mother, but no rape or incest.
Yeah, no exceptions for rape or incest, which is
Well, it's a step, I guess.
Yeah, it's a step, right?
Here's a TikToker that was covering this live on TikTok from the state capital of Oklahoma.
Everyone coming to you live in the elevator with some legislators. All in green. Where the Senate just passed the bill to repeal the 1864 abortion ban. This is breaking news. It went through the House and the Senate, and it will now go to the governor's desk to be signed. It will be implemented 90 days after sine die, which is the end of the session. Most importantly, while this is a clean repeal, what is next after this is we need community action to ensure that reproductive rights come to the Constitution, that we change the Constitution, and that's through the Arizona Abortion Access Ballot Initiative. I will update you all with more information a little bit later, but I wanted to make sure that you all had the most up-to-date news about what just happened in the Senate. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support, and the Democrats are heading to a press conference right now.
Covering that news is our internet news colleague, Copper Courier. Thank you, Copper, for the report that we just ripped off of your TikTok without asking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, that's what's at stake during this election cycle. Keeping healthcare access for women. It's part of it. It's crazy. I kind of wish that Democrats would run on the platform of just saying to Republicans, mind your own goddamn business. Because that, if you think about it, it all comes down to that. Them not minding their own goddamn business with everything. Mind your own fucking business. Go to hell.
Go to hell. Yeah, and it's we're gonna hear more about this. We didn't put in the prep, but North Dakota judge there overturned an abortion ban just this, a few days ago. So and ruled that the access to abortions should be or will be protected. Of course that will be appealed, but every week a new state, there's something going on with access to healthcare for women in the reproductive realm, and
it's a ridiculous, unnecessary battle. I noticed during the presidential debate, because this was already protected with Roe v. Wade, and then Trump overturned it with his Supreme Court justice appointees. And did you catch during the debate? He's like, "I did a great thing. I gave it back to the states. That's what the people wanted. It was a great thing. I did the best thing ever. Nobody had the courage to do." But he complicated the issue. He made it so much worse for so many women, so many people that need this health care. He set so many people back. He put a lot of people in pain, and for no good reason. It was already settled, and we already had this debate 52 years ago. He kept saying that 52 years. Yeah, 52 years ago, it was already settled, and then you fucked it up. You got in there and you meddled with it because you're a selfish asshole who actually supported abortion until he became the Republican nominee. Because it was a Democrat. Let's not forget that. I don't think people give enough shit for that. He used to be a Democrat. He'll say anything.
Yeah, but he won't say anything to any audience, right? Whatever to further himself.
We should start saying former Democrat Donald Trump. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think people think about that enough. Anyways, let's we have a lot more to get to, but let's first say thank you to TaskRabbit, Jason.
TaskRabbit.
Delicious. No, it's not a food situation, TaskRabbit. It's a service. You can pretty much get anything you need done through TaskRabbit. Like, maybe you want your TV mounted, maybe you need them to build a dresser or clean out the garage, anything like that you hate doing. These guys are ready to do it, and they'll come over. It's easy. Sometimes in the same day, they'll come over, Jason.
Yeah.
In the same day.
Yeah. You need yard work done, they'll come help mow your lawn or, clean the gutters, whatever you might need.
Right.
Need a handyman?
Yeah.
It's just as easy as opening up the app or the website and selecting the project you want, giving a little detail, and boom.
Right. And I thought, I really don't feel like cleaning. So I called the TaskRabbit, and they came over. They cleaned. They did a great job, and it's just one less thing to worry about. And they even did a deep clean too, because they had some extra time, and they're like, "Well, what else can we help out with?" And I was like, "Can you clean the oven?" I don't know, and they did.
Oh wow!
So so whatever you need through TaskRabbit, I'm sure you've heard of them by now, but in case you haven't, that's what they do: outdoor help, home repairs, painting, moving, mounting, anything you need, they're there for you at TaskRabbit. And you can tackle your to-do list today. Get 15% off your first task at TaskRabbit.com or on the TaskRabbit app. Use promo code NEWS2US. That's promo code NEWS2US. TaskRabbit.com. 15% off your task. TaskRabbit. Book trusted help for home tasks. Again, that's promo code NEWS2US, TaskRabbit.com. What'd you guys use TaskRabbit for? I was thinking what you should use it for. Your girlfriend was saying that she needs to clean out the basement or something. Do a TaskRabbit.
No, doing some landscaping.
Oh, you're using it for landscaping?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's a good thing too, like having the mow or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't know. No, it's even more than that. Yeah, things that I cannot handle.
So you can't operate a lawnmower, is what you're saying?
Check.
On a good day.
Yeah. Another thing I saw that they you could get a TaskRabbit to do is organize your closet. Like if you're not good at organizing your closet, yeah.
Oh, damn, I need that.
Or organize your garage. If you have a garage and it's, you just throw stuff in there, like you can hire a tasker to come in and get that all situated and organized. I think it's cool.
Yeah. All right. TaskRabbit.com, promo code news to us. Back with more. A lot more to get to, Jason. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, a little rapid fire news roundup. We can go over some big stories. I thought, it'd be kind of fun to do it in a rapid setting. Try something new.
All right.
I don't know. Okay. We'll be back with more.
We're live.
Did you get the new iOS update? There's a new OS for your phone. iOS 18 is now available. Yeah.
Do they have AI with it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried everything. All I know is you can change the way your icons look now. You can customize the look of it. You can also, the coolest thing I like though is you can schedule text messages.
I don't know if I would find that useful, but
your employees will.
Will they?
How do they call out sick? Do they text you?
Yeah. Call or text generally. Yeah.
They're going to be out drinking. Then they're going to schedule a text for 6 a.m. And you're going to think, oh, they got up early still. And they're going to be sound asleep.
Oh, God. Knowing them, they'll probably put it for 6 p.m. by mistake.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking is if I needed to call out of work, that's what I would do. If I texted.
Scheduled text. That seems silly to me.
All right. Quick news roundup. Let's see what else is going down.
Us News Roundup. Yeehaw!
All right. A bit of a rapid fire news roundup. Kamala Harris is seeking the endorsement of the Teamster Union. Usually the Teamsters back Democratic candidates, but this year they're considering supporting Republicans, they say, which I don't understand, but both parties are scrambling to win their support right now. The Teamsters backing would make or break a candidate's ability to win over the working class vote, critical in key swing states. So that is very, very important happening right now.
Yeah, it's very important.
Cybersecurity is a big, major concern ahead of the election, and fears of cyber attacks and foreign influence have resurfaced. Federal agencies are collaborating with tech companies to secure voting systems. Yeah.
The federal government is tightening cyber defenses and encouraging states to adopt stricter cybersecurity measures. Social media platforms are also under scrutiny for allowing the spread of misinformation.
Cybersecurity before an election is like locking your front door after someone's already stolen your TV. All right. It's a little late, but go ahead.
Interesting.
There's a nationwide labor strike continuing across many sectors, including healthcare, education, logistics. Workers are demanding higher wages, better working conditions, and a stronger voice in management decisions. This is, a common complaint in all industries. A lot of people are wanting to be paid more because they're seeing, corporations are making more and more money. Inflation is going up, but the workers' wages have remained the same.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't you agree with this?
I have thoughts on this.
Yeah.
I don't know, 7 years ago, or I don't know how long ago, we were talking about minimum wage and increasing it for everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Increase minimum wage, and that they need wages haven't been increased for forever, blah, blah.
Yeah.
People need a working, livable wage. And
yeah.
Then they did it. They increased that minimum wage, and then they increased the cost of the goods. So whatever their increase was voided out because all these corporations just raised the prices for everything. So whatever more money you made went out, got eaten up, gobbled up by inflation.
Okay. What's your point?
My point is maybe it's not wages that need to be increased, but corporate profits need to be decreased.
So you're saying like profit sharing
Yeah,
or something? Okay.
something.
I don't know
what I mean. Like,
yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying there. I also think at some point the companies that are doing that are not going to work anymore. So, like, for example, I think of McDonald's when you say that. So, they, like you're saying, they raised minimum wage, so then McDonald's increased their prices. So now when you go to McDonald's, it's as much as going to like a Chili's or an Applebee's or like almost an Olive Garden or something. Like, you're spending a lot of money.
yeah,
I don't know about you, but I don't go to McDonald's anymore at all. Like, and it used to be like a quick, easy, cheap thing, and
Right.
I don't feel like it is. You can't get a combo meal for less than $15, $16. So like, I remember it used to be, so I don't go there.
right.
So, but maybe it's a new business model. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not forcing the companies to give their profits to their companies, but allowing companies that fairly compensate their employees to thrive. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe the market will decide that. I don't know.
I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying from what I see, that's just, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's a shitty situation.
CEOs are getting paid 500 times more than the average worker.
It's insane. I know. It's just not right. It's not right.
The wealth and income inequality is a real thing.
Right.
It's a real bitch.
Right. We were talking about the abortion case in Arizona, but the abortion ban in general debate is causing friction in the GOP right now, Jason. J.D. Vance recently backtracked on whether Donald Trump would support a national abortion ban, causing a stir within the Republican Party. So the GOP is split on how to handle abortion because some members are pushing for a federal ban while others are worrying that such a stance could alienate moderates ahead of the election. And it's clear that most people are in favor of abortion, and the GOP is freaking out because, they have this long stance of being anti-abortion, but it's outdated because America is educated enough to know that abortion is basic health care. So I like the infighting though. A bunch of fucking idiots. So the Republican Party is arguing over this right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The GOP, they can't decide on abortion. Half of them want a ban. The other half want to focus on inflation. Looks like they're stuck between controlling prices and controlling bodies. It's a tough place to be in. Feel so sad for them. Must be stressful. Food prices. Kamala Harris and Trump both say they want to tackle food prices, grocery bills through the roof. Both are promising on the campaign trail that they're going to bring down these grocery prices. So yeah, this hasn't been addressed yet. It's ridiculous since COVID, supply chain, blah blah blah. Prices have not come down yet.
Yeah. Well, the reality is the promises are, they have little control over that. Economists point out that presidents have almost no control over food prices because it's often determined by global markets, supply chains, and corporate decisions.
That's the thing. Like, they're both saying they want to fix food prices, but the only thing more inflated than the cost of eggs right now is their sense of what a president can actually do about it. So, anyways, Biden has blocked a Japanese steel acquisition, Jason.
A Japanese business was looking to acquire U.S. steel. Biden blocked it, citing national security concerns and the need to protect domestic industries.
Yeah, now U.S. Steel is a key player in the American economy, and Biden's decision is part of a broader effort to prioritize American manufacturing jobs and keep critical industries under U.S. control. So this is likely going to resonate with swing states in the election like Pennsylvania, Ohio, both major steel production areas. Biden blocking the sale of U.S. steel to a Japanese company because, nothing screams patriotism like protecting American steel so we can use it to make Japanese cars. All right. We're in the middle of this news roundup rapid fire. Jason, checking in with you. There's a lot going on here. You like this rapid fire?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Progressives are gearing up for a 2025 tax reform battle.
Yeah.
The groups are gearing up for a major push to reform the taxes in 2025, advocating for changes to make the tax system more equitable. They're focused on reducing corporate tax breaks and closing loopholes for the wealthy. This could be one of the biggest policy battles of the next administration, especially with the 2025 tax code expiration looming. And progressives are readying for a fight against corporate interests that want to keep the status quo when it comes to taxes.
Yeah. Progressives are ready to fight for tax reform in 2025. They want to tax the rich because if there's one thing America needs, it's more reasons for billionaires to move to outer space. And yes, go get out of here.
Yeah, let them go, right?
Meanwhile, the rich are saying, have you met my offshore account in the Cayman Islands? Yeah. Political violence and security have ramped up after the recent Trump incident. Following the second assassination attempt, the Secret Service is reviewing its protocols to ensure the safety of public figures, not just DJT. President Biden has urged Congress to increase funding to the Secret Service, and political attentions are rising across the country. The Secret Service is beefing up security, and Biden is asking for more funding. It's like when your internet is so bad, you finally just give in and pay for the better plan. So, fingers crossed it works this time. I just upgraded my internet, and I think it was a scam. I got my internet broke, and then the company said it'll take a month for us to fix it unless you upgrade.
Oh,
Isn't
totally scam. That's so
isn't
dumb.
that shitty?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. That's
They're
not
like,
good.
isn't that they got me though? But the upgrade ended up being the same price and it's twice as fast. But still,
Oh, well, why
So-
not upgrade then?
that's what I did. But still, it's crazy. Like I was for a second there, I was just like, is this legal? Crazy.
Oh,
Anyways,
we broke this, so you need to go to this.
right. Back with more. We'll wrap it up here with some viral video stuff. Of course, we have like a public freak out in here, a congressional candidate smoking a bong in her campaign ad, and a lot more, Jason. It's news to us. We're live on AW Radio. And we're back here live on AW Radio. It's news to us. Continuing along, go to vote.org if you need to update your voter registration or if you need to register to vote at all, vote.org. We also have a link at idobi.com in case vote.org is too hard for you to remember. But vote.org, you have less than 50 days here to until election day. So make sure you check registration, register to vote, vote by mail if you think that you can't be there in person, request an absentee ballot. I'm going to do that. And also you can see what's on the ballot at vote.org. Again, we have a link for you at adobe.com. Also on the all new Adobe app for iOS, download that and then you'll see a little banner. Click that. It'll take you to where you need to go to register to vote and check your registration, vote by mail, all of that. Jason is in the bathroom right now. I think he had to run to the bathroom. That's okay.
No, sorry.
No, it's all good. No, it's okay. Are you good? Did you have to poop?
I'm good.
Okay. I know we do this show at a time when it's dinner time and we're live and, you have a daughter. So
Yeah, we're good.
you good?
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. A congressional candidate had she wants to express that she is in favor of marijuana legalization. So she put out a campaign ad talking about how she, uses cannabis regularly, and she also smokes it in the ad. Now, she's running for Congress in Texas as a Democrat, pushing to legalize marijuana. It's not legal in Texas, believe it or not.
Wow.
Here is this woman, Sally Duvall, running for Congress in Texas.
My name is Sally Duvall, and I'm running for the Texas House of Representatives. You might already know what's in this, but do you know who has no idea and no way to test it? Law enforcement. They arrest people every day for marijuana possession, but they don't have the funding to test if it's illegal marijuana or a federally legal hemp product. Our laws are confusing and unclear. While marijuana remains illegal for most Texans, hemp products that can get you high, like Delta 8, Delta 9, and THCA, are being sold at more than 7,000 retailers statewide. But our Lieutenant Governor, he wants to both regulate and ban these products. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you can't do both of these things. Fortunately, we don't have to choose between safety and legalization. We can and should have both, but it's...
There you go. I like that. She's well-spoken. She's smoking weed in her ad. Sally Duvall for Congress in Texas, for Texas House, and we endorse her.
We need to get Willie Nelson and Matthew McConaughey over to her ASAP to help spread the good word.
I think we have to get her on this show. What do you think?
I think so.
We have
Why
to start
not?
interviewing these candidates. Also, Cool Nerd Weed Show. I'm sure they're going to bring this up. Shout out to our friends, the Cool Nerd Weed Show here on AW Radio. But yeah, we got to bring her on.
Yeah. Just seems like an interesting cat with good ideas.
Yeah, and I agree with her. She just seems like one of those nice mom type figures that's just cool and gets it. She's hip. She's with the groove.
Oh.
Get it.
With the groove. I got it. Yeah. I like to know what her other, what other positions she has on policies, and not just one. I don't vote on just one policy. I need to know.
People do. Right. I mean, marijuana reform is a big one. It is for our friends at Cool Nerd Weed Show. They'll vote for her. But I mean, so she's obviously a Democratic candidate. So I go blue down ticket. You don't, Jason? You still vote red here and there?
I didn't say that. I'm not going to say how I vote. That's private.
Take a stance. Come on.
I am taking a stance. That's private. But make sure you register to vote.
It's really not private.
It is. It is. 100% is.
Why, so when you say you're private with your voting, it means you're ashamed. So what are you ashamed of?
It has nothing to do with shame or no shame.
I mean, you have a platform, so why don't you tell people what you think and how you feel?
I do.
And you won't say how you vote?
I think people probably know how I vote just by listening to the show, but I'm not going to say it.
You're voting Trump.
Yeah.
That's what I've figured out.
I'm just doing it to offset your vote. Fuck you. Your voice doesn't matter.
Damn it.
Just kidding. Your voice does matter. Go vote. Please go vote.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, when you get old, there's a little bit of an issue. You have more candles on your birthday cake. And the more candles you have, the more of a fire hazard it becomes.
Yeah.
So this woman turned 80 years old, and here's what happened.
Oh, no.
With her birthday cake.
Jesus, I don't even know if this is safe.
Oh my God! I don't know about the umbrella there. Happy birthday!
Her cake is like a giant
melting
flame. It's like a bonfire on top of a chocolate cake.
Yeah, the cake's literally melting under the weight of this flame.
Happy birthday to you.
Blow it out now, lady.
Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy birthday. Blow.
And then when you're this old, you also have weak lungs. So then you're asking somebody to blow out the Olympic torch with one lung.
Help her out, somebody.
Y'all.
Look at all the spit on there. Oh.
Oh boy.
One of those trick candles. They're not going out.
She's like trying to blow it out. She keeps breathing in and then blowing, and she's breathing in smoke. She's going to start hyperventilating. She's going to pass out. This is
She's going to have
bad
smoke
news.
inhalation. She's going to need to call paramedics.
No way to treat our seniors.
Guys, it's raining.
Should I dump it?
No, don't do that. Everybody blow. Everybody, there you go.
Hey.
See, then they had to bring in this dude. He looks disgusting. What?
I don't know. That's a little far, man. He doesn't look disgusting. He just looks like an old guy.
He just came from Bass Pro Shop. He didn't brush his teeth today, and now he's blowing out the candles.
I think these
Trying to blow him out.
Like, he wasn't prepped to blow out birthday candles. He didn't know.
The cake is literally ruined already.
Cake is melted.
Yeah, there's candle wax all over this cake.
lighting candles.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they
They're
are.
cheap ones. Oh my God.
They blew it out and then they all relit again.
God damn.
You just ruined your cake.
No, just pat it with that.
Just did it. Yes.
So they're still trying to get this damn.
Then they put a paper plate on top of the flames.
So who's gonna eat this cake now? You know, it's like it's ruined. It's completely ruined.
I wouldn't eat that. No way.
Yeah.
Here you come.
It just catches.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They got it out with a paper plate.
We can still eat
Good.
it.
Good.
Wait, what
Yeah.
was that?
I don't know.
What were they saying at the end?
All I know this is why they make those candles that are in the shape of numbers, so you could have an 8 and a 0.
Right.
You know, that's
Right.
what you do. That's what you do. Do you ever think about being 80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And
I was thinking, so Katie's birthday is this in a week, and I was like, oh man, how do I do 38 candles? And that made me not want to do 38 candles.
3 and an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to be 80 or do you want to check out before then? What are you thinking?
You know, I think I'm in gravy right now because I always thought I was going to go out like the greats. So I thought 27 was my number, and I'm well past that now. So I'm good.
So you'd actually like to be 80?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying whatever. Wherever I get to.
Just enjoying whatever you get. You're just
It's all bonus, man. Like I said, I thought I was going to go out at 27.
Why?
I don't know. All the greats did, and I'm like, I'm great.
But do you think about being 80 and being decrepit and
No.
old? You don't?
No. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think about how many good years I actually have left.
Oh, yeah. I never think about that.
Oh, I do all the time.
Huh.
It plagues me. Like, how many years do I have left of good health? How many years do I, you know? Like, and do I want to be 80 with a broken hip and a walker? Like that?
We'll upload your brain into a computer.
Nobody needs that. Nobody is asking for that.
Why not?
Because, like I just said, nobody wants that. Not one person. So
Elon Musk wants his conscious to be in a computer.
I know.
You can't
what
tell me he
wants.
doesn't.
No, of course. I mean, like, so Elon Musk and
Jeff Bezos.
They're probably going to live to be 250 years old.
Yeah, they want to be uploaded into the cloud.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And then they'll figure out some legal way to make it so they're still the CEO of their company when they're in the computer. That's going to happen with one of those assholes.
Right.
I just know it. But not you and me. We're not going to be uploaded into it. I wouldn't be surprised if you had $1 billion, if you're a multi-billionaire, wouldn't you be searching for the secret to eternal life constantly and how to stop aging? Wouldn't that be your number one mission?
I don't think it would be. No, but I'm not a billionaire, so.
But at some point, you have all the resources in the world. You could have any experience in the world. You have all this power. You're not going to want to lose that. So you start searching for the way to live forever. So I think Zuckerberg, Musk, and Bezos are probably in some sort of a pact where they're trying to like find eternal life. I would guarantee that's going on.
Life pact.
Don't you think? I mean, that's not that far-fetched, I don't think.
I don't think it's far-fetched. I don't know if you're asking if I would be that way. I don't think I would be, but if I was in their position, that means I'm a different person and maybe I would. Who knows? I don't know. Would you? It sounds like you would. You would be that way.
I mean, 'cause I can put myself in their shoes. You can't put yourself in someone else's shoes. I mean, like, say you had everything in the... Put yourself in their shoes.
Why don't just enjoy life? Stop and smell the flowers, man.
I mean, of course, that's what I do. But I'm just saying, it's an experiment in thought. That's all.
Got it. Well, I don't think too good.
Okay, well, all right, well, all right. That's it for us. We are happy that you joined us. Thank you. Back again next time. Get the podcast. Search News to Us wherever you find your podcasts. And we're on social media and all of that. Thanks for hanging out here on iDoby.
With all due respect, that's a bunch of malarkey.